Are you thinking of moving to Greeley, but you really would like to buy a new house? You don't want to buy a house somebody else has already lived in. You want to look at new construction. If that's you, you need to keep watching because I'm going to talk about 4 different neighborhoods in Greeley that right now you can buy a new house. Hi, my name is Jamie Eklund and I'm a realtor here in Greeley, Colorado. And I love living here in Greeley. And on this channel, we talk about all things real estate related when it comes to Greeley and Colorado in general. If these are things that interest you, then hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification to be notified next time I post a video. And if this video has been helpful to you, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Now, I get calls from people all the time asking me what life is like here in Colorado. I love helping people. I love helping them make decisions. And so if that's you, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to give you my honest opinion and tell you what I think life is like here in Colorado so that it can help you make a better decision about whether you should or maybe should not move to Colorado. All right, so we're talking new construction in Greeley, Colorado. If you are thinking of moving to Greeley, but you really want to buy a new house, then you need to watch the video. I've got 4 neighborhoods that you can consider buying a new property in here in Greeley. The first one is going to be the North Ridge Estates. Now, as the name suggests, it is on the north side of Greeley. And it's kind of tucked in between Hunter's Cove and Boomerang Run and Poudre River Ranch. It's a pretty nice area. Now, they just started building just this last year in 2021 over in this area. So this neighborhood is really, really new. There's a lot of development left to do in this neighborhood. But the houses are fairly cost effective. They look like they're fairly nice houses. And if that's where you want to be, it's a pretty nice neighborhood to be in. The next one is going to be the North Ridge Trails. Now, it's very close to North Ridge Estates, I understand, but it's a completely different subdivision. This is the Trails. Now, if you're familiar with Greeley, over on 4th Street, over by Summer Park, it's across the street from Summer Park in that area. So it's still on the north side of Greeley, a little bit on the west side. I mean, it's very west, but Greeley's kind of moving west, and so it's a moving target. In this particular neighborhood, they're putting in some townhomes, some condos, there is some apartments that back up to it, and then they're doing some stick-built houses. Now, the houses here, the build, they're making a little bit nicer houses in the subdivision. One downside to this subdivision is it does have a metro tax. I'm not going to get into the details of that here. If you have questions, give me a call. I'll talk through that with you. But essentially, they try to eliminate the HOA and they put the metro tax in, and the metro tax should eventually go away once that has been paid off. But it's to help the developer develop that subdivision. And so that's what's going in there. It's been going for a couple years now, and it's really been a slow process for them to kind of ramp stuff up there. And I suspect it's probably because of that metro tax. Within Greeley, we don't really have a lot of that. Other parts of Colorado there is. Greeley, not so much. But that's also another neighborhood that is a really nice neighborhood. And I think overall, once that is fully developed, because it's pretty young as well, once that's fully developed, it's going to be a really nice neighborhood to live in as well. Now, maybe you work in Johnstown or Denver or Loveland and you want to be farther west. The other option for you is the Promotory area. Now, this area, there's a lot of older houses, and I'd say older, like, mid 90s, and then they still have some new construction that they're building over there as well. There's a nice little park. It's a pretty good size subdivision, but you got a lot of options when it comes to your new build over in that area. Now, it's like I said, it's a more mature subdivision, so you don't have as many lots available, but there are still lots over there. And if that's something you're interested in and you want to stay close to Highway 34 and closer to I-25 or Loveland or even closer to Windsor. It's pretty close to all of that stuff on the west side of Greeley. That may be a good option for you. Now the downside is if you're wanting to go into the city center of Greeley and do shopping in Greeley or hang out with friends in Greeley, whatever, it is a little bit of a drive. It's by far the farthest west subdivision that Greeley has to offer. So, you gotta weigh the pros and the cons. And that's kind of the downside of this particular area. But like I said, if you're looking for a new build and you want to stay far west, the Promotory, that may be the place for you. Now, maybe you don't want one of these cookie cutter new builds. You want a fully custom, really nice house on a little bit of land in a really beautiful, or will be really beautiful, subdivision. It's taking some time to get there, but it will eventually get there, and there's some gorgeous, gorgeous houses on there already, and that may be the Eagle View Farms. Now, Eagle View Farms is probably not technically within Greeley city limits. It's on the far, far north over by 392, and it's designed to have small little acreages. It's land. It's more than what you're going to find in town, and to have some really, really high-end homes built on there. So if you're wanting something that's really nice and you're wanting to have it fully customed to what you like, you can bring your builder, you can buy a lot, you can do it. There's a few builders that have some lots and they're building spec homes so that you can buy those as well. There are some options out here, but most of what you're going to find out here are going to be pretty expensive houses, and they're going to be fully customed, and you're going to get some land on top of it. So if that's what you're looking for, Eagle View Farms may be the best option for you. Now, I hope that this is giving you a little bit of an overview of some of the new construction that's going on within Greeley. Now, there's a few of them I didn't mention today. If you are still looking at Greeley and you're thinking about new construction, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, whatever it takes. I'd love to talk to you, and we can drive around and we can look at some of these places that might be of interest to you. I'm also including down in the description a Greeley relocation guide, absolutely free. If you're thinking of moving to Greeley, it would be a good idea to download that so that you can make the best decision possible.